Hi, welcome to my walkthrough of my final project, which is Assignment 5 for COS 530 and the Gaussian blur. It doesn't actually work. It has a segmentation fault when I run it, and I've spent quite a few hours trying to work out what I'm doing wrong, but I've kind of reached the end of the time commitments to fix it. So just to step over it, there are a few resources that I reference, including the one provided through the university with Mitch, but also I couldn't get the Gaussian libraries working, so I made my own implementation of a Gaussian blur using some of the sort of algorithm logic from that library, but also implementing some of the code that was provided by Mitch. But I also went through a really good documentation on how Gaussian blurs work at this website. It's in Unity and C#, but I had a really good explanation that and some good ideas. So the other thing I implemented is some of the bitmap functions from the Qt bitmap library in here, just making use of them as well to get pixel RGB and the set pixel RGB. So that's why that's there, and that's why I didn't use these libraries, because I had some makefile errors, and I just wanted to move on. And I actually learned a lot from looking this up as well. It was a lot of fun, and it was something that did work, even though my overall program didn't. Anyway, so the standard setup was very similar to the single processing example that was provided, with a bit of error checking. So still running the program, accepting 3 arguments. Probably a good idea to show it now. So the make works, just quickly showing the make, very similar to previous assignments with just a few little tweaks for this one. And then to run Assignment 5, and just do pencils, bitmap, and just blur bitmap, because I've already got a blurred bitmap, because this is my 3rd recording. The last one I forgot to unmute. Pass it in 4 processes. And it looks like it's doing something. It doesn't. Creates a file, but there's nothing there because it's corrupt. It hasn't finished what it's supposed to be doing. Okay, so moving through this. All right, 2 minutes left. So setting up our MPI for our processes, creating their new files, getting the width and height of the current image, and then applying that to the new image with bitmap create. Then I created this chunk, which I then passed into the scatter for the processes to work. This is like my final attempt at trying to navigate through the segmentation fault that I had. I just tried different things. So I'll just quickly come down to here. So this is where I created my chunk, basically looking at the start row, end row, just splitting it evenly between to pass off to the processes, and it was dependent on the number of processes that was created. So quickly coming down here. So this is the original file. I did try to put in the new bitmap, which was the new file in here. It didn't work. Also, well, the last iteration was putting in this chunk to see if I can work, passing that into the Gaussian blur as well, and then gathering it back. But yeah, still there's something that I'm just not getting right. And I've just unfortunately run out of time to try and get that working. So then pretty much the rest is just freeing up our memory, writing the file, just doing a little bit of error checking there. So that's pretty much it in 5 minutes or less. Thanks for watching, and thank you.